Hey guys, welcome to the video. Something that I hear not super often, but from time to time is that macros diet didn't work for me. Like the person is saying, yeah, vegan didn't work for me, paleo didn't work for me, primal didn't work for me, GOMAD didn't work for me. Like any of these fad, or not even fad, but just types of diets didn't work. Macros isn't a type of diet. Macronutrients are what make up calories in every single food item that we eat. So there is no like, the macros diet didn't work, so now I'm trying the modified protein sparing fasting paleo diet. That's not how this works. All of those other diets are also macros diets because you're eating macros. Now, what many of those people actually mean is tracking didn't work for me. I never learned how to track. 4 kids and 2 jobs, and I didn't have time to log every single meal after I ate it. I struggled to estimate the macronutrients in foods I'd eat at restaurants. That is a completely understandable reason to not track macronutrients and instead maybe just track calories, maybe eat intuitively, maybe follow some type of fasting protocol if that helps you end up in the calorie range aligned with your goals. But there's no like the macros diet did or didn't work. It works. If you track and you put yourself in a calorie deficit and you track progress, you track waist measurements and you track scale weight over time and you make adjustments to your nutrition based on your progress, that just works. It never doesn't work. There might be 1 in 200 or 300 or 400 cases where an individual has, like, I don't like the term metabolic damage, but super adaptive metabolism or does have just a thoroughly suppressed total daily energy expenditure, often from being in very extreme calorie deficits, often coupled with very, very high activity amounts. But like that is less than 1%. That's less than 0.5% of the time. Most of the time, what's actually happening when the macros diet didn't work is there's a few things. So one, you may not have spent enough time in the deficit. A lot of people want to, I mean, all of us, I want to see results overnight. I can't believe my fucking arms aren't an inch bigger than they are right now. Like, I can't believe my bench press isn't 50 pounds heavier. I want results tomorrow. But for people who haven't like gone through that process, it's hard to wrap your head around, like, it's going to be 8 weeks before I actually can even see a difference in my stomach in the mirror. It's going to be 56 days of tracking all the time before I even see progress. And, you know, sometimes 5, 6, 7 weeks, but to like see real progress, it takes time, it takes patience. So what it didn't work means is often I didn't stick with it long enough to see the results. What it could also mean is I'm not tracking accurately. It might mean that, you know, you're making errors and mistakes, which is super easy to do when you're just learning how to track. But if you think that you're in a deficit and you're not properly weighing, or, you know, grams versus ounces, cooked meat versus raw meat, if it's a heaping tablespoon of peanut butter versus an actual tablespoon of peanut butter, which can be a difference of 90, 120, 150 calories, multiply that by however many times you eat peanut butter throughout the week, and like there's your deficit right there. Accurately tracking intake. Yeah, those are the 2 real main reasons why, if you think that it's not working, it might just be that you're not tracking accurately, and it might just be a matter of being patient and focusing on the process and taking your time and not even worrying about the short-term results and focusing on something other than visual results. Focus on strength. You can focus on the scale over like time. If your goal is fat loss, the scale is going to come down day to day. It's going to be weird, but that's going to come down. Waist measurements are going to come down. But the like this IIFYM macros diet fad, it's not a fad. It's how we eat. Like in the 1920s, people ate macronutrients. In the 1660s, in the 1220s, like people have been eating macronutrients since food has been around. So it's not that it doesn't work, it's that there are likely some adjustments that need to be made, or back up to the first reason, tracking probably isn't for everyone. So hack and play with meal timing and try to find a different strategy of eating that helps you achieve those goals. But don't discount it as an ineffective fad diet. That's all. My new digs, not really my new digs. I'm staying with my buddy John Arnold in his apartment here, which is super nice of him, while I'm hanging out in Minnesota. And like, there's a Chipotle and a Whole Foods and a Ben & Jerry's. Literally, I know I was gonna like stop doing quite as personal things, so an apartment tour really, like, you can see the yogurt lab right there. I can throw a rock and hit all of these amazing places, which I'm pumped about. But yeah, I'm hanging out here for a little bit. That's the video. See you guys soon.